for our second helping of Sunday Fun Day, presented by, well, actually, Christ isn't. He's always part of it, but we already did a teaching on Christ Almighty. In order to catch that teaching and keep up with me, you would have to catch my last live video, anything in my shorts, and my community page. Who am I? The hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. I am a priestess. Today is God's day. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker. Oh Lord, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Sybil. I am your messenger of God in the flesh, his very first child, in the feminine form, the dark goddess Lilith. And the crowd goes motherfucking wild. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You guys should have seen. So in my community page, I posted about the blood moon that lasts for 82 minutes. I was like, hey, you know this was in the Bible, right? I was like, I didn't mean to doom and gloom you. I just wanted to tell you what time it was. Really? Yeah, what time it is, and, get with the times. The end times is where we at. I am the female witness from the story in the end times. I am also the female that God created in the beginning. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 and 27. I don't know about Eve. She came later. She wasn't there till chapter 2. Now, let me point out that the Bible wasn't actually put into production until the 16th century. 1,600 years after Jesus Christ. So there's a lot of stories in there that weren't really told. A lot of shit didn't make the cut. Really? They cut that out. They're like, no, don't tell that. And definitely don't tell that. And don't talk about this. And don't talk about that. And don't talk about that. And that's where we got to go and find the other people that were like, well, if you don't want to hear I'm going to another publisher. And that would be all of our holy scriptures. Holy moly. Well, we're moving on from the holy scriptures. The holy shit. I told my whole family story about that. And what was really funny is I explained in my last video, my connection as the dark goddess to the family of what? Light. We've been talking about them all week. Who's that? We are family. God, all of God's gods, and I'm so them and me. That's our next card. Really? Yeah, I think so. Or wait, we were actually on the Star Child. No, let's put these back in order. Yeah, why? Because you are a child of the universe. We were talking about that too. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm trying to give you the divine feminine and wisdom, but we have to go from 8 to 9. After that, we can talk about your powerful masculine energy. All right, Mr. Wolfman, I saw you. He's like, I need a Sagittarius in my life. And I was saying it, I heard you say that in my ears, and I was thinking it out loud, but my daughter's like, that's not how what works. Because he's all, I need a Sagittarius in my life. I was like, that's not how that works. And I said it out loud, and my daughter's like, how what works? I was like, you heard me say that? I was like, oh, I was just thinking out loud. You don't just run around saying, I want. Realistically, you're the man in charge that says if you want something in life, you go after it. I'm sure you've got plenty of Sagittariuses because you're doing a whole Sagittarius video. You're playing funny games. Realistically, you think you're funny. And you said that. He's like, people don't think I'm funny. I don't think you're funny. In the divine comedy of things, I don't. But I don't find fucking Bobby funny. I don't find a lot of you funny. Me, on the other hand, I think I'm the funniest thing ever born. Really? Where am I at? We're taking the journey to wholeness. Now, these cards, I'm pulling them all out. These, you can keep up with us. We typically pull these every Sunday fun day. So you can be part of the journey. Invest your time. And you can take the journey, if you feel like, oh, I feel like my energy is different, then you can pull another card. Really? Yeah. I think we went through the transformation, didn't we? Are we still transforming? I feel like we went through transformation. What are we talking about? My divine nature? I think we did. We definitely did. Where are we at now? We stand for justice. Well, I guess you're going to be pulling the judgment and justice card, balance and all that good shit. Oh yeah, the black moon. Black moon. Black moon and Lilith is what they called that bitch. Realistically, I'm the bitch. The moon. It's going to be in here. We just got this book too. Really? Yeah. I don't like to doom and gloom you. Why? Because it's gloomy enough outside. We just deal with the gloom inside. But I do have to keep you aware of what time it is and stay on time. there is a time limit to this. You know, we are at the end of time. You don't have forever. I feel like a lifetime is forever. No, we'll get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Let's talk about this stand for justice. What do you stand for? It's for liberty and justice for all. Really? Well, doesn't that mean everybody? And what about Jesus? He said they were forgiven. Where's the justice in that? Ooh. Maury. Uh-oh, Maury Springer. And Maury and Jerry. Why was yelling Maury? He's not the father? Well, that could totally be your story. Realistically, can you imagine the girl? Oh, fuck. You're so fucked, bro. You're so fucked. You're so fucked. Literally, you got fucked. But you cheat on your dude, and then like later, after you go back and sleep with your dude, because you gotta act like nothing fucking happened, right? You gotta keep pleasing your dude and shit while you're thinking about the other dude you just slept with. And then all of a sudden you end up pregnant. You don't know whose it is. There was a whole fucking show about that. That's why we was yelling Maury. There's a whole Lifetime series of women that have done this shit. Realistically, dude, didn't Cardi B say some shit that she was getting screwed while she was pregnant by another man? Really? I mean, she also said she stuck her finger in his. Never mind. Moving on. Where's the justice in this? Special victims unit. God's justice. We're not supposed to get in it. Really? That's where you start fucking around. Judgment is upon us, and that's what it said. It was the judgment of the end days, the blood moon and whatnot. You better refill that. We don't get to serve justice. Justice is served on our behalf. Really? Mm-hmm. You are not the executioner. If I need to, I'll call Alistair, or I'm going to call somebody. I'm going to call the spirit realm on you. Really? Nah, we're not supposed to take justice into our own hands. Justice, like a pregnant mother, is full of compassion, but justice, like an impartial judge, is also full of accountability. You cannot seek justice for yourself in the court of your eternal life without engaging both qualities. Likewise, you'll never find justice in your relationships or outward experiences without the balance between compassion and accountability. That's the balancing of these relationships. Oh, and 8, Wolfman, going back to it. Who do you think you're talking about in these videos? Do you think you're talking about someone else? You're talking about yourself. Seriously? If I wanted to know about him, I'd go listen to a different reader. Really? You're projecting in your own cards. Duh. It's your energy that's feeding into those. Realistically, I don't have to watch one of your Aries videos to know you're projecting. And that's what it said, too. Listen to what you said about the person on the other side, and go ahead and take a look in the mirror. Anyways, moving on. I sent a message to Bobby before I got on here. I noticed something. I pay attention to shit. First off, what I noticed, I said just this. I was like, your hot and cold flashes are like birthing contractions. They're getting more frequent, but they're not lasting as long, which is like anytime you have a breakthrough, you know what I mean? It becomes like that. So I was trying to explain that, when I realize I have a pattern, I only just realize it. It doesn't mean I can stop it right away. And that's what they said. Knowing there's a problem is the first part. It doesn't mean it stops there. You have to start to understand where the problem comes from, why you keep doing this. You're aware you're doing it. You just don't know why you're doing it, let alone how to stop it. You can't just all stop something that you've been doing your whole life or what your patterns are. So that's what I was telling him. I was like, well, I'm noticing you're patterning a lot more frequently, but for less periods of time. Meaning he would do this, but I wouldn't hear from him for long, long, long times. And now he's doing it a lot more often. Really? And then you take in accountability. I do everything they tell you not to do. I literally push his buttons. I know if I say this, and that's it. Every time I say these things to you, you're going to freak out and run away. But it's what you have to face. It's the same thing every time. Why beat around the bush? Why draw this out? Realistically? So each time he comes with the knowing, damn, she's going to bring that shit up again. Yes, I am. And each time it gets harder and harder for him to dance around. And each time, you know what I mean? It's a pattern. So I wanted to explain that to him. I was like, well, I can see that no matter what, you are changing. Your pattern is slowly changing. It's becoming more. And that's where it starts. Is it like gets worse before it gets better? Really? Yeah, when you're trying to stop something, it's like you do more of it. Now it's like, you go on a diet, you didn't even have these tendencies to fucking eat cake and shit, but now ever since you said you was on a diet, now you really want to eat everything. You didn't even have it like this. Really? You decide you're going to stop drinking, and it happens to be a drinking holiday and everybody's drunk, and then you get invited to every fucking drunk event that ever was. Really? Yeah. It gets worse before it gets better. So I use this analogy. I'm so Jesus like. It came to me in the DMs. It's like jumping on a train, right? People sit there and they're like, I'm gonna jump the train one day. Maybe they know where it's going, maybe they don't. But that's their idea. I'm going to leave this town and I'm gonna jump on a train. And they've seen it and they've been doing this since the beginning of time. All they gotta do is catch the pattern and jump. But it takes them a while. They'll think about it for a long time. One day I'm going to jump on that train. Then they'll go to the train and they'll see it going by and they'll watch it and they'll miss that train. They were just watching the carts go by so that they could get ready to jump on it. It takes a lot of it. You don't hear too many stories of people not making it onto the train. There's not too many stories. You know what I mean? And whoever got on the train, that was it. They faced the fear and now they're on an adventure and there's no going back. You can't stop the train. You don't know where the train is going unless you really do. And like, you're like, I'm going to hop this trolley until the next stop. And that's another thing too, is we've all hopped the trolley, stuff like that. That's how it is, a pattern. Really? You have to recognize the pattern and that's it. I realize, I can look back and I can see these messages where I'm telling Marshall, I'm fully aware that I'm patterning right now, but I'm trying to figure out what the pattern is and where it came from. Yeah. Yeah. So I said it in this term. It's like it's birthing pains. It becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. The urges and the pattern. It comes more to the surface. And until it comes to the surface, you don't even know you have a pattern. You don't even know you act like this until it's pushed out of you. And that's what I said. I push his buttons. I push everybody's buttons. I bring your darkness to the top. You didn't even know you got this dark until you met someone like me. And now you're fully aware because I just showed everyone, ooh, look at them. Look at them. Look at them. And you're looking at yourself like, oh my God. I knew you had it in you all this time. Really? With that being said, do I ever think I could push even Bobby? I don't think I could push him. I don't know. I don't even know if he has it in him to call people bitches. Really? I don't know. Could I ever push Lewis to a fact to be like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I don't know. I'm going to keep trying, though. I believe he has it in him. Really? What? Fire. Fire. He's a false light. Real fire, real tenacity, real endurance through life. Not something that comes with a fucking trophy or a big fat paycheck or a blowjob, but real tenacity to keep going when everything is against you. You're talking about a stupid sport that already paid you fucking, what, $130 million to fucking lose or win. It doesn't matter. You're already paid out, bro. You're doing it straight out of pride. This isn't life or death for you. You already, you know what I mean? It's just straight pride. You need a plastic fucking, Barbie doll to go home with. Realistically, yeah. But that, I think he has it, but it's never been actually pulled out in his lifestyle. He's like, fuck you, bitch. Let me hear you say it. Say it to my face, Lewis. Tell me I'm wrong. I fucking double dog dare you. Show me that I'm wrong. That you haven't been fucking pampered all the way through your fucking life. You went through what? Physical endurance, the same that every fucking Formula One driver goes through as a boy? That's not even half of what fucking military camp does to you. And every country, including your own, had you not been a little prissy bitch, you would have had to do some military fucking required time. I think America's the only place that doesn't make you. But in Mexico, places like that, you have to. As a man, you have to serve your country for a certain amount of time. You have to give some of your manhood to your fucking country. Instead, you're out there waving the fucking flag, and you know what I mean, and fucking praising every fucking, every fucking sports emblem and every fucking, what are they called? All I'm seeing is all those stickers on your car. I can't even remember what they're called. Realistically, Stuck up motherfucker. Really, I think he has it in him. I think he wants to call me a bitch, and I think he really does want to fucking show that he got some fight in him. But him following the fucking rules of a track, being a gentleman, shows nothing to me. Bro, they got a fucking leash around you so fucking tight. You're the gimp in the box. Really? You're a sex toy out there. You're a publicity stunt. They had to bring in one black man, don't you think? That's you. As long as they're never going to bring in another. Why? Because they got you trained so fucking well. Oh. The skin we wear. Anyways, moving on. I'll keep pushing him, and then I will keep pushing all the rest of you. What? To dig deep. To dig deep, bro. You're so on the surface. So sad. Realistically, I'm going to push your buttons. Show you what's in there. Why? So you can face it. Again, go back to the freaking guided meditation I did on Friday. If I told you that I need you to be a killer right now, do you have it in you? Lewis, do you have it in you to take another man's life? I'll tell you what, Max Verstappen didn't have no fucking problem fucking running you off the fucking road. And that's why he wins and you don't. Oh, and that's why you won before. Because you did have it in you. You don't have shit in you now. What do you have? Kim Kardashian inside of you now. It's not on the outside, stupid. It's on the inside. Ugh, what a horrendous female energy. As if you didn't have horrendous female energy of your own. Let's just like attracts like. I like a bitch like me. Damn. Wonder why I call y'all bitches. Anyways, let's get back to this. Going back to your justice. Well, you're going to learn. You're going to learn in the years. In your wise years, or not so wise, 40-year-old fucking wiener ass virgin over there. And that's what I said. He's repeating patterns. He's fucking models. Model individual. You're such a loser. You are being asked in this moment to see your situation impartially. Where do you need to be accountable and hold someone else accountable? Where and how do you need to engage compassion? For self, for others, or for a situation that needs grace and mending. So God made me extend the fucking olive branch and fucking unblock him. He's like, if you don't unblock him, or he thinks that you don't, whatever, you're feeding into his shutdown every time you do this. Fucking really? I'm enabling him to shut down if I just close the door, and then he thinks he got away with it. Really? You didn't get away with shit. I still am at the door. You're what? You're mad because I'm right? I'm always mad at God. Realistically, he knows what's right for us. Anyways, and that's it. Compassion. Realistically, yeah. I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere. He'll be back. Really? Yup. As that unfinished symphony. Why? Until he births a new life, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just here. And then I was listening to Steve's Love Tarot, and it was really funny because it felt like very true to the heart. It's like you weren't even supposed to be together in this lifetime, but they sent out an SOS, and now here you are, and you got to get them out of their shit. I'm supposed to be fucking saving the world, and I'm wasting my life over here trying to save you out of a fucking marriage. Him out of a fucking car seat. Literally, Lewis, get out of the car seat. Oh, it's tailored to fit my little ass. You know what, little ass? I'm getting tired of this. Really? I mean, I'm here to save humanity, and you guys are just the most annoying. If I could get past you, then we could really do some good works. But you guys, fucking soul contracts. Really? Oh, man. Till death do us part, huh? You're dying before me. You better figure this out before you die. Realistically, they're going to eat you. I don't know what they're going to do with you. I'm not the judge. I'm just the witness. I told you. The witness. The woman witness. Revelations. I just bear witness and I record all this shit. Really? Yeah, they're catching these recordings in the future. And they'll catch them. Wait, in the future? Yeah. What I'm recording now, they're watching in the future. And they think it's the past. But we're just, aligned. They catch these later. Really? They tap into it. My Facebook, all of this stuff. They're watching it. Really? The future selves. Again, whatever. You don't even believe in the future. You're so stuck in the past. I don't have a freaking guidebook. I mean, do I really need a book to guide you into the universe, into the journey? Tomorrow we have a change of the 10-day energy, which I'm reminded about. What do we got? No crystal mandalas. I think I need to, though. I went to the dispensary, and the guy was like, hey, I want to show you something. And he grabs a stone from in the back. He's like, this guy came in and he gave them to all of us. And I'm looking at it, and right away, I think it's carnelian. And this chick's all, I think it's carnelian. It's like, we've been working with carnelian. Really? Mm-hmm. Carnelian, I didn't get till much later with the garnet. And the carnelian has higher levels. It's more of Egyptian. It's a lot about strength. It's Sekhmet. And you can think of that as the lioness or the lion, which is that solar plexus strength kind of energy. Really? Yeah, that's why I said maybe I should get the crystal mandalas and teach you about that. But did I need a book to teach you? Just told you. Did I know anything about that? No, it looks like a pretty stone to me. Really? Sticks and stones, people. Now I know what each one does and how they work. Magically. Really? Yeah, it's weird. I was sitting there looking at I was brewing some shit in my car. And my daughter's like, dude, you guys will see me. I swear. They say these Native American sweat lodges. Bro, I'm a whole fucking teepee. I'm always sitting around a big ass smoke, big ass cloud of smoke, which is me smoking out my car. I have this little ashtray and I put it right in the window, right? And I open up the other window for circulation. And I swear to God, bro, it's just like a huge dude. And that's how I don't see what's going on in front of me. It's like a Cheech and Chong thing. People can see it. My car is totally, it's not like it's not flowing. It's just flowing straight through my altar, out the window, and into space and time. And if not, I'm sitting outside and I still have the same little ashtray blowing all this smoke everywhere. Really? I'm a smoke signal, bro. Look, follow the smoke. You're going to find me. And usually it's sage. But I was sitting there and I was looking at all this shit. I was like, I need to put some of this back. There's so many weird herbs sitting in my front seat right now. Really? I have so many more here. They're all over. Really? Sticks and stones. All right, I'm on the wrong one, Star Child. We're supposed to be reading the Lumerians first. The Journey to Wholeness, number 33. Hey, cover yourself up, lady. Hey, I turned right to it. On page 90 and 91. Self-acceptance, wholeness, unconditional love, soul fragments, returning, accepting others as they say they are. You have to do that. They want you to accept them. They go all out of their way. I don't accept this, but they do. Going back to the LGBTQ, they're doing everything, these death-defying acts for you to accept them at face value, which is, I want you to see that I'm not a prissy little bitch, which is, what is that? A masculine, feminine?
Oh, like a stud?
I guess.
You know what studs are, bro?
Yeah, I know a whole stud on a ranch. His name is Mike Stud. Oh, God. I'm going to burn.
The black version of
I'm going to fall off my seat.
Stud is a black version of a lesbian that are very masculine to the point you can't.
Oh, that was the name of this chick. That was what she was. She was going to fuck me up. What was her name? Helen. I told you, Helen was not
studs.
A woman.
There's a stud at my school.
No, that's a small stud. No, that's a sexy.
Those are studs. Those are women who are lesbians who dress like men.
Yeah, but those are like the pretty. They're not. No, this one was a whole ass.
Those are studs. Yeah.
Damn, that's like Joanne. That is not a stud. My niece or nephew. I'm not sure. I haven't conformed with it. My niece became a nephew.
Yeah, you're
Joe Ann or Joe.
The person you're talking about, she's a stud.
See, and we keep calling her she. We're not good at this.
And white people can't be studs.
Why?
Because stud is what you say for a black person who's lesbian. It's a certain word. So they feel included because they have.
There's a couple downstairs. I wonder if they get a form.
They're lesbian.
Do they know they're studs, or if I called them that, they'd get?
It depends offended. On like how close you are. It's like saying the N word.
Oh, probably shouldn't do that then. Let's move on.
Just go up to people like, "Hey, what's up,
hey, stud?"
Unless you're like close.
Probably as a woman, you shouldn't be addressing stud women either, because maybe that's like a signifier.
Unless you're a lesbian.
Exactly. I need to back up.
And a lot of studs, they won't date other studs. They don't like other studs. They'll only date really
Because that's too much
girls.
masculinity. There's like a
There
power.
is some who don't do
No,
femmes,
because
and
then they're
those are really
loking up on
not.
each other. One wants to be the leader, one wants to be the follower. It's passive aggressive. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying with me and Wolfman. He just makes me want to fucking look up on him all the time. He don't know how to be soft, so I don't know how to be soft. But like, bro, what's your deal?
One stud that didn't like other femmes, and they were really misogynistic. Like they full on men are better than everything.
See, but that goes back to Allie and Lewis and, you know what I mean, Russ. Like, you're not fluid enough, bro. If you can't be fluid to put on the masculinity when we need the masculinity, then I can never feel safe. I don't always want to be in my masculine energy. Why do I got to go pull out a knife? Why do I got to be the brave one? Why do I always got to take the action? Realistically, hey, Bobby, you and your fucking water sign there, I'm not sure how action forced you are. Really? I mean, if you want a woman to feel safe, you have to be able to lead her. Not into destruction, but you know what I mean? Have some of that, that. Men feel safe around me, and that's because of my, God force. And that's the actions and shit. Like,
there was a stud at my school that uses the men's restrooms because they're so, like, men-like that no one
why,
cares.
though? Don't they still have to squat?
There's like,
or do they, like,
urinals,
just stand over the toilet and just let it fall out?
They still use the toilet like a regular girl. They just go into the men's because no one really cares. They're so.
But
cool
all
like
the
that.
men do in there is shit.
No, they vape. That's what happened. I had a test on.
All right, you're interrupting.
Friday,
Tell me this story later. Okay. We be talking, dude. I got questions until I'm like, all right, I don't want to know no more. You've told me too much. Really? I always end the conversation in that. I always tell her, I don't want to know no more. Really? She wants to tell me everything, but some of it I don't want to know. All right, anyways, accepting people as they are, staying energetically present, accepting all parts of self, healing internal dis-ease. Traditional Japanese painters do not paint the eyes of a deity before the rest of the body. As they say, this is the element that brings it to life, right? And that's where the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Really? Mm-hmm. They can be all kinds of things until you look them in their eyes. Look me in my eyes. They're avoidant. But for this image, I did just that. It was one of the most profound painting experiences I've experienced. I created it deep into the night. And I'm wondering how big was her canvas when she created these pictures? Really? She said she wasn't a painter, dude. She just started making this shit. And then she got messages. And that's exactly what I'm being guided to do next, is start painting. And the messages will come later. The understanding will come later. Really? Mm-hmm. How big of a canvas did you use? I don't know. I could, and it's going to take time to feel comfortable doing it to where I'll just let myself flow. At first, you know what I mean? It's like trying to write your name. You can see it and stuff. It takes time to do things. Really? Everything takes time. You have to get in the comfort of it. I don't think I'll just flow into it right away because I'm doing something I've never done before. Really? I don't know what it feels like. I don't know how to drag the colors. I don't know how to do any of that. Of course, I'll be guided, but that's the thing is I don't know what comes from this. This is what happened to her. I created deep into the night, and no matter how hard I tried, I could not put my paintbrush down. At 3 a.m., I was coaxed away, and as I stepped back, I bursted into tears. I was deeply upset at the being that had come to life on the canvas. Could it be sensed in my art space and felt as if it was with me? The canvas had held a half-formed being, part woman and some octopus. She was troubled. The process she was in was quite disturbing to her. After doing a clearing, I was able to sleep. The next morning, my housemate inquired what had happened in the night as his pictures were falling off the walls. As I worked on the painting over the next week, I felt like this being was undergoing healing. She was brought to wholeness and became quite beautiful with evolved energy systems and sense of enlightenment and knowing about her. As I see this, dude, I'm thinking about, you know what I mean, Medusa. That was, I had to heal that in this lifetime. I had no understanding why any of that had happened in that life. I had no understanding why this had happened. I mean, and even going back to my Kali, I'm sitting there and I have arms and I have, you know what I mean? And nobody else does. I had no understanding why I was so different from everyone else. Even going back to Lilith, we get the understanding later. Really? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in this. I have come to realize that this being is a hybrid. There are mixed reports about what caused these beings to be this way, but it seems there was a distinct sense of upset and dis-ease amongst them, and they had an intense longing to be whole again. Some say the Lumerian hybrids were experiments done by the Atlanteans as they pushed what was possible. I fully believe this 100%. The Atlanteans did everything, and it's the same thing if they caught a fucking alien, bro. They would do it, and they have. They do all kinds of experiments and they try to figure out everything they can about them. They try to dissect them and try to understand everything about them. Really? Mm-hmm. So the Atlanteans were very much following in their footsteps, is their technological ways and shit, trying to take ourselves further than ourselves in the place of the gods. And anybody that's running a form of technology, like fucking what's that stupid guy's name? Tesla, fucking that guy. He fucking totally thinks he's a god. Realistically, yeah. You know what I mean? They think they're technological ways, and that's why Benjamin Franklin is over here. Albert Einstein is brewing up to fucking shut it all down. Realistically, yeah. They're gonna crash us with this AI shit. Realistically, yeah, and we'll have to rebuild. But they'll be, you know what I mean? They would have took their lives for what they created and shit like that. We'll never go to the same people that created such things. Atlanteans were the same way, bro. They were trying to be the most evolved species above that of the gods. They were Atlanteans. They were fully aware of Olympus, but they had this idea that they could, just like Set, overthrow, and that's where Wolfman tapped into the archons. There's just a sense of yourself, self-empowerment, and throughout time it's the same thing. That's what fucking that same energy runs through Trump. Same energy ran through Hitler and all of these, you know what I mean? Really? Yeah. So some say the Lumerian hybrids were experiments done by the Atlanteans, and that's me. If I wasn't here, they would totally tear and rip me apart, trying to get, you know what I mean, my gifts, trying to understand me, trying to rip my. Yeah, they would try to. Oh, Jesus Christ! As they pushed what was possible. Others say they were a result of vibratory similarities as the Lumerians became more physicalized, causing them to mix with with that of animals, deepening on their vibration was. That's not true. No, the Lumerians didn't take any form of humankind. Mm-mm. The Atlanteans were very much humanoid. The Lumerians were not. They were not of, and they didn't need to be in an octopus form because they again were of the water, so they didn't need to take any form to be. They didn't need to evolve into a form to habitat the waters. Now the Atlanteans, because, and this is a perfect example, they probably tapped into it because when the Atlanteans fell, they became an underwater civilization, probably because they took the information from the Lumerians. Really, they understood them, and that's what they're always trying to do. Is the more you can understand an animal, we can take that animal's gifts and apply it to humanity, and we can be the super conscious or the super being or whatever the fuck it is. Really, highest on the food chain, as if it was. Really, yeah, it's crazy. Most accounts associate the hybrid with this dis-ease and sense of being outcast. It is understood that hybrids started appearing towards the end of the Lumerian epoch, as they were densifying, and the Atlantean mind-based intellect interfered with the ebb and flow of the Lumerian ways. What is it? It's the waters, to be honest. The Atlanteans were obviously part of the Atlantean Ocean. The Lumerian were part of the Pacific. As these waters met, it became just like territorial, Bill. It was just territorial. And they were ran very different. If you've ever been to the Pacific Ocean versus that of the Atlantic, they're completely different waters. And then you have the seven seas. You know what I mean? They're all different. The seven tribes. Realistically, yeah. Do you know what lives in our waters? Oh my God, Becky, you couldn't even possibly because you can't see to the limits down there to even know. Really, they're trying. Keep trying. And that's what they're trying to do, is make themselves, you know what I mean, evolve the humanoid form so that it can do all things. It can breathe outside of space. It can go underwater. It can do all these things. No, it put limitations to what we could do based on the structure, you know, our outside structure. Well, Kim Kardashian can turn you into the hottest woman ever. So I guess there's no limitation to what the body can be created according to man. Can I get an amen? Oh, man. All right, divinatory meaning. This card is about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. It is only from this space that healing can take place. You have to love yourself the way you are, because, oh God, that's exactly what Tree said. You just need to love yourself more. You have a lot of hate towards yourself, but that's not yours. Maybe some misunderstandings, but all that stuff you don't like about yourself is projections of the outside world telling you that people don't like these type of things. They're not even your thoughts. Really? Mm-mm. The more you start to know yourself, you know what I mean? The more you'll start to have love for yourself. And that's me. Oh my God, I'm such a fucking, really? And now I can understand why God loves me so much and the universe acts the way it does when I walk around and stuff. I mean, I'm one of a kind. And it's unfiltered, and it's all of these things, and that's what I teach you. Again, I posted that in my morning video. It's like, you go to pray to Lilith. Invocators, my devotees of the Lilith, were all about self acceptance, being a cast out, and loving yourself. You know what I mean? Empowering yourself, giving yourself the strength to keep going. All of that. Study. Those are my followers. Anyone that ever followed me as a dark goddess, bro, it was about empowerment. That's all I taught. I taught how to use magic to empower yourself, to not be oppressed by those outside of you, to be able to heal yourself, to be able to call in the things that you need. Realistically, that's all I taught, is the, you know, as the dark goddess, whether it was Isis, Lilith, you know what I mean, giving you guys the apple. I was just trying to do, and that's why I didn't get persecuted. And again, had I not given you the apple, he would have just kept tempting you anyways. He wanted to see, you know, life play out. He had this great plan. You used me. You set me up, God. Really? I mean, here we are. It was a great story. It's about to end, but it was a great story. We might find ourselves in relationships or scenarios when we can see greater potential. We may have concepts of others that that are not really who they are due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we feel better about ourselves when we achieve a goal or status, that success will somehow make everything better. Unfortunately, this takes us out of the present and makes our love somewhat conditional. To be a healer, transcend the perspective that being in front of you needs to be fixed, right? Holding the vision that they are perfect as they are. And that's really it is I can take you in as you are. You can only get better around me. You're not going to be able not to be better. But you know that it just calls for it. And it calls for you to do some shit. You're going to have to take some action on your life. And if I didn't come into your life, you wouldn't even have been drawn to do such things. And that's where I go back to my twin flames. They made me want to go hard, to be better. In all different areas of my life, I realized that I had to be better. Maybe it was for you, but ultimately it was for me. And because of my attraction to you, I became a better person for the world. And that's what they call the twin flame journey. For real, don't run around saying you're in a twin flame if this person isn't pushing you to the absolute limits and making you face everything that's wrong with you and heal it. Being in a toxic relationship with a person and it's hot and cold is not a twin flame relationship. And that's what I said, going back to him. He's whatever. There's, you know what I mean? He keeps trying to face himself. And that's it too. It's like, oh, I don't want to keep facing you because then I got to face me. And then I got to face God and I got to face all this. Really? Mm-hmm. Hold the vision that they are as perfect as they are. And that's what you didn't get. That's what pissed me off about Russ. He tried to project he was better than he was. I loved you the way that you were. But you had to understand that the way that you were was a projection. And I said, I can't have a future with you the way that you are. So you tried to hide what you were and tried to pretend that you were better than what you are. You still are that, and I still love you for the fucked up version of what you really are underneath all this glitz and glamour. But only when you love this version can we really get to work. You don't even want to accept that you're what you are. Because I am whatever you say I am. Marshall had no self-awareness till I came in. Kanye, all of you. But it goes both folds, bro. Neither did I. That's the mirror. You made me look at myself, and I made you look at you. And we're all looking at God and like, oh, fuck. While everybody's watching us look like a whole bunch of piles of fucking shit out here. Hey, let's get it right. Get it tight. Fucking shit. Hold the vision that they are perfect as they are. And that's what I said. Don't get mad because I saw something beautiful in you that you can't see. But I also seen the truth of what you really are. From this place, they can heal themselves through the transformative power of acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum of a picture and bring any fractured parts back into the present moment. In this place, we are whole, and thus have the power to step into the brightest version of ourselves. When you stop denying yourself, bro, stop hiding yourself, and you bring all your parts out to play. Well, now this is a party. Thought you were just going to bring the lame parts. I didn't know you were going to bring the unhealed parts. This could be fun. Let's see. Let's see if our demons play well together. Me and Pox have a blast. What do you think I'm doing all day with him? Being unhealed. While Kobe's trying to heal us. Really, you two are so unhealed. I mean, fuck. We love it. It's all we've ever been. You shit-talking motherfuckers. Do you ever stop? Yeah, sometimes. This is what we talk about. Really? You gotta change your ways. Better days, huh, Pock? We're working on it. All right, you are a star child. It's a lot of words. I'm filled with a lot of words. It's just the energy. It's like, put this into words. Put this in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. All right, come on. Come on, quit around, Pock. We're supposed to be being good on a Sunday. He said, I'm good every day. Are you good? Shut up, Hawk. All right, page number 8, Star Child. That's all we are. God was like, that's it. It's like, oh, God, where's my Star Child? She's with the cherubim. Will you cast Lilith into the Red Sea, please? Put her in. And that's how I know all of them. God, I have been a runner since he made me. I've been trying to get off this planet since the moment he put me on it. Every time he puts me on it, I'm trying to get off of it. Really? Go read the stories. It's like, I want you to live on happily ever after on Earth. Earth sucks. I'm out of here. And he kept finding me in the cosmos and putting me back on Earth. That's why it was so funny when I was sitting there and he's like, I was at Chris's house and I heard him call Lilith. I was like, oh, fuck, he found me. He's been guiding me the whole time, but now I'm like, oh, fuck, he found me. I gotta get out of here. Really, it's been like hide and go seek the whole time. He knows that I'm in the closet. He knows you're in the closet too. Marshall, clean out your closet. Sorry, that's why I started laughing. Started seeing the whole roll of jokes. Okay. The light of stars exists in you. The earth wants you to share that light with humanity. I told you, he wants me to go light everyone up. I really am. Even just walking down the street. If you saw me in my onesie right now, it would light you up. Why? I don't know. Have you ever seen a onesie? What is a onesie? I'm in a jumpsuit and it's tie-dye with bright pink and bright blue. I stand out like a bright person. Really? And then I have my headphones on and I'm laughing or singing and I'm jamming. So I'm just giving off a good fucking vibe all the time. Don't look too close because I did not put in my teeth and I do not have any makeup on, but they don't see that. They just see the vibe, bro. They don't see me. They see God's light in me. They're like, dude, she's cool. Really? Yeah, I'm cool. Fine, whatever. Really? Everywhere I go. Every other city we go. Every other radio. No matter where I go. Never mind. Come on, bro. Let's move on. Yeah, God wants you to go shine your light. And I tried to tell the fucking... Hey, Marshall was probably at the game. I had to download. You at the game? Game Boy? He's as old as the Game Boy. Oh, that was a good one. I saw the real Game Boy. Hey, you know what my favorite game on that was? Sorry, I'm going through time. Move on. I saw a download that he went to the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't he? He likes football. He is a celebrity. He could afford to be there. I'm sure they have a ticket for him. Ticket scalpers. Really? Well, we'll find out when they show him on the jumbo screen. Really? Why didn't you go to the Super Bowl? It's the big game. Did you wear your Seahawks shirt like I told you? I love you guys. Realistically, yeah, go shine your light. They want to see you. They want you to light up the stadium. Don't you want to watch Bad Bunny perform? Wait for an ice raid? Sounds like such a historical event. I'm so sad I missed it. When does that happen? It is already over. They're going to have the parade in 2 days. I'm already in the parade of lights. All right. The earth wants you to share your light with humanity. You are asked to understand that you are meant to be here. I know. It won't let us out. That you have spiritual work to accomplish. Give up the idea that you belong somewhere else. Dude, I kept trying to get off this fucking planet. I mean, I can. They could come pick me up for a little while, but they're going to have to bring me back because God said. Catching a ride with the aliens. I'm going to go hang out with them for a while. Really? I don't want to pay bills and fucking do all this stupid shit. Just 5 years or so. I'm here for 99. Come on. What's 5 years? You'll be doing the same thing when I get back. Seriously? I promise you will. You never change. People are always right back where I left them. Clearly, you're right here where I left you all that time ago. I haven't been here for 1,700 years, or since the 1700s. You guys are right back still doing the same shit when they first put us here on this damn planet. All right, instead, let the starlight of your inner being shine here on earth, where it shall make such a positive effect in the world. Fall in love with earth's beauty. She can and will support you in all ways. We read about that last night in The Dark Night of the Soul. You need to go outside. See, it was so fucking beautiful. My car said it was 80 degrees, but I don't think that was true. I think it was just because it was sitting in the sun. But it was so beautiful. I was like, I called my kids. I told them to go outside. I was like, go outside. It's just pretty. Just go outside and catch some air. It's fucking beautiful outside. Really, it was beautiful. Just good energy. Just sit there. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Just catch God's good graces. Really, he made a good day for you to feel. All you can do is feel it. Hey, there was something else. Oh, a tattoo. I don't think I could get any more tattoos. Stop interrupting. That's the last time I'm going to tell you. I don't think I could get a tattoo anymore. Why? Because everything I do is sensitivity levels. I don't know if I could turn off my sensitivity levels not to feel the needle going in every single time into each one of my pores on my skin. Really? I have spidey senses. I don't know if I could do a tattoo. What was I thinking about? Pac making fun of Wolfman? I was like, you can't say Pac's not real. He said, Wolfman said he wanted to get the fucking Jewish Kabbalah tree of life tattooed on his back. And Pac started clowning him and said it was a bumper sticker to show off to the homies. And he really went into detail explaining that guys get tattoos to show off to dudes, not to women. And anything on the back is a bumper sticker. So I was thinking about tattoos and I was like, I don't know if I could do another tattoo. Really? The pain. I don't know if I could deal with the pain because I'm sensitive. My sensitivity levels. Really? I don't know. I'm just going to watch that thing go in and out of my... I don't know. Really? Maybe I could turn off my brain to where I can't feel this. I don't think so. I feel everything now. Something to think about. Realistically, yeah. I'm a sensitive. I don't think I could do something like a tattoo anymore. Really? Damn. I was really thinking about putting your name across my boobs. Said no one ever. I have one on my back, which is... It started out as almost a peacock, but then it was developed by my second tattoo artist in my family into a phoenix, and it has my four children's names on it. Really? Yeah. I didn't let too many people doodle on this pad. Shut up, Holy Spirit. Shut up, Holy Spirit. Do you know what they're about to say, Hans? Don't you? Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, Yankee Doodle. Let's keep going on. That's where it is. They need me to go and show up. I'm the life of the party. Really? I'm so much life. You didn't really need to have a party. I'm my own party. Party on, Bill. Party on, Ted. Really? I'm a whole ass child, dude. I'm fun. That's why God wants to put me in places. I want you to meet my daughter. Come on, do I always have to meet all your dumb friends, your stupid children? I'm his whole party act. I'm the party girl. Hey, going back to that Steve's Love Tarot, which one of the fucking princesses is the party girl? It's you. I want to also point that out. In the tarot is a journey to enlightenment. All aces are new beginnings. All fucking all tens are completions of cycles, right? So that means the next one is the princesses. All princesses are new beginnings. The world is a new beginning. There's nothing but new beginnings in this whole stage of enlightenment. But in order to get to the new beginnings are all the endings. I just want to point that out. Realistically, really? Yeah. The whole book consists of 72 cards of new beginnings and lots of endings. Yeah? Yep. Okay, moving on. You have been dreaming of other places have you been dreaming of other places you would prefer to be? For the first time ever, no, I'm not trying to leave where I'm supposed to be. But I want to point out, I forgot to say this yesterday, my very cool Venezuelan friends that I love a whole bunch since the beginning, Morgan, those ones, you know, the cool ones, right? They bought a trailer. He said he got him a trailer for, what do you say, 500 mil, so I think like 1,500. He got a big old trailer and he wants to put it somewhere. It's like, bro, you're living my dream. And then I gave him some websites where he could find work for him and his wife, because they're always looking for couples, bro. They're always looking for couples, and he's got some older kids like me. Yeah, dude, I was like, dang. But no, for the first time ever, I'm not trying to dream of a faraway land. I'm really gonna plant myself in the land. Are you wondering if there is more to life than this planet, than suffering and struggle? Oh, well, this sounds like a 1-900 number. 1-900, mix a lot. Keep those dirty thoughts. My Holy Spirits, are you like this all the time? If I open my mouth, usually I'm just quiet. Perhaps you know that you have a mission, or perhaps you know you have a mission, yet you doubt that you can succeed. Perhaps your love for life, I'm getting Mission 44 over there, fucking Lewis Hamilton. One time he posted that and he turned it down. It's like he turned his relationship status to God and then he turned it down. What did he say? He said one time, a man on many missions, a soul having a human experience. So I thought he had an awakening. No, they persecuted him in the comments and he woke up and took that off of his Instagram right away. You know what? Mission 44. Really? Anyways, we're supposed to be saving 144,000 people, not you over there driving 44,000 laps of nowhere, driving around in circles, waving like the fucking Queen of England. You're getting on my nerves, Lewis Hamilton. Perhaps your love for life here, you love your life here, but yearn to experience spiritual purity that exists in the higher vibrational fields of the stars. You mean like superstars or like the stars? I'm going to be a superstar. Superstardom, huh? You may feel like a tourist in the need of a fix of your home language to endure adapting to this very different world. In the beginning, dude, I would just sit there and cry. I would stare at the stars like they just dropped me out of the sky on this planet. As a starseed, oh man, I felt like I fell out of the sky. Talk about a fall from grace. And, that's my favorite thing, is to sit back at home with them in the night sky. But I'm like, damn, I would just cry to them all the time. You just left me here on this planet, deserted me on this planet. You are not. I feel very alone. Yeah, I am the only starseed out here. And they're like, no, there's a community. Grand Rising, beautiful. These fucking beautiful souls over here. I'm nothing like them. I am the black moon of Lilith. These guys. These fucking sunscreen motherfuckers. Really, I can make some universal jokes around here. Been doing it since you were born. Grounding yourself here on Earth enables you to fulfill your life mission. You cannot accomplish this without feeling that you belong here. Your feet need to be planted on the Earth. Relax and trust that you are meant to be here. Well, I can't get off of here. Nobody can take my life. Realistically, I had some visuals of my angelic self and my wings. I really hope they'll pick up pretty soon so I can Then again, where am I going to go? God already showed me that. He said, even if I did that, you'd only put yourself in danger. If you could fly, you'd get in trouble. That's it. You can't give it to me because it's only people will hurt me for this. You can't give me back certain powers. I can't. That's what I said about the fucking the brooms. I can do it, but we can't do it. What's the point? If we start flying brooms, bro, we're in trouble. I don't give a fuck what you think, bro. If we start levitating, we're in trouble. We become aliens. We transformers. They're gonna lock us into places, just like they did the Lumerians, bro. You can't have certain gifts. They won't allow it. Really? And that's it too. If you had wings, where would you go? Ultimately, you might go somewhere, but you're gonna come back. Why? Because home is where the heart is. You can have a great adventure and go to great many places, but as soon as you get out there, you'll always be yearning to come back home. Really? Yeah. Just wanted to tell you that. I had a vision of it. I don't know. I think, what was the vision? Yesterday I saw it. It's like my angelical self projected on top, and people could see it in the auditorium. They could see my angelical self, my dark winged self. You'll see my light body. You can see my astral. There's different layers to my being. Really? There's different layers to yours, Starseed. You have a special light to share and a particular special vibration to live, so that the quotient of embodied spiritual light on the earth increases. And that's what I said earlier. He's got to move me around. I got to activate. I got to put this electricity into the ground. Really, it's already there. I just have to, resurrect it. The resurrection stone. Call me the ISIS. You are part of an important team of spiritual beings working to assist humanity to grow spiritually. And that's where I said the family of light. It's in the Palladium book. We're going to have to bring that out. Bring them out. I'm kind of tired. I really need some lunch. The challenge for a starseed soul is to accept human beings as they are. It's very difficult. They're not us. That's why I said I don't know what the fucking humans are doing. I don't know what they're doing. On a conscious level, I can understand them. It's like I could sit there with my dog for hours and start to understand what it's like to be a dog. But that's a waste of my fucking time. I understand you guys. I know what it means to put on the brain, pinky in the brain, and to wear the brain. I spent 3 years taking that fucker off, and it still turns on and gives me terrible thoughts. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Realistically, yeah. Humans, oh man, they're humanoids. They're doing whatever their brain tells them. Realistically, they're reading a screen in their head of their thoughts, a dialogue. Really? I swear to you. As my daughter is sitting there watching something, right? She's watching some shit. As she's watching it, her brain is telling her what she's watching. It's giving her a dialogue of what she's eating through her eyes. Really? Yeah, turn that thing off. That's useless. So going back to it is, we're not like you. You know it right away. You can feel it. And that's what I said. It's a terrible feeling. But that's what Lilith is. I wasn't created like them. We're just not like them. And you have to learn. Don't conform yourself to be like them because you're being fake. You think that they're better or something. Whoever they are. Don't worry about them, dude. There's somebody like you. That's what I did know. They're not fully like me. No. But there's some watered down versions of people like me. You know what I mean? Like Marshall. They're not as good at rap as me, but there's some good rappers out there. You see where I'm coming from, don't you? All right. I see where you're coming from too. But in the essence, that's what I say. It's like, I don't know what the humans are doing. They're humaning. Today, I know what they're doing. They're all getting ready for a football game. Really? I mean, how stupid is that? Then I already see the game's over and I can see the parade. It was a cloudy day. Really? Yeah. Okay. The challenge for a starseed soul is to accept human beings as they are without despairing over their dark side. The violence may frighten you, but your love will help humanity learn to use that violence to dismantle old structures and create new ways of being. It can be challenged. It can be channeled. It's like, oh, this is what you're going to do now. You're just going to beat him down. This is what we do, huh? We just beat the shit out of someone until when? When do we stop hitting them? It's like I'm sitting there. When do I stop? This is what I'm doing, right? I'm humaning. This is what I'm supposed to do. So like when I called the police because my daughter's having she's having a mental breakdown. I called the police and they're like, you need to beat her ass.
Because you sat on me?
No, calm down. Calm down. We're not going back to that moment. I'm just saying, when I ask for help, they tell you, this is how you handle this. They're like, beat her ass. And I'm like, really? That doesn't sound right. They're like, yeah, beat her ass. Beat her ass. And that's what I mean is like, humans don't know. They only tell you what they think you know. Does that sound like the right answer? That was not an answer. You're a professional. This is your professional fucking opinion. That's not helpful. Thanks for not helping. Really? Yeah, don't go to humans for answers. They can only tell you what they would do in their life circumstance. And who says they've got it right? Really? Dude, you saw her? She was about to fight me. Ooh, take it easy, Joan of Arc. No fight. No fight to be had. She's like, you fucking, hold on. I fucking, all right, fuck it. Moving on. But that's what I said is like, you realize real quick that you used to be like your friends. You used to be like certain people and you literally outgrow them. This has nothing to do with being a starseed. You consciously start outgrowing people. You don't think like them anymore. You're not immature like that. Girls, like even my daughter, right? She's, how old are you? 15? She doesn't think like other 15-year-olds, bro, her age. So she can sit around all day feeling like a fucking alien and what's wrong with me? How come I'm not cool how come I'm not like them? No, she identifies that she's not like them and she sees the source of it, but she also appreciates that, well, at least I'm not like them. And that's a good thing. Well, I mean, every fucking kid she brings home has got some serious social issues. Maybe they are like you. Just kidding. But going back to that is like you outgrow people before you ever get to a place where I'm like, I am so an alien. You become an alien in their world. Really? And they're telling you how to live and what to do and how to eat and what to wear and what not to say. And you're like, but why? You become a child. You're like, if that's how you fucking feel about it, that's not how I'm about to act. I'm not going to do that. Really? And they want you, no, you have to do it my way. No, my mom said, no, this is what they said. This is what we got to do. You got to do this. I'm not doing that. And that's conformity. Yeah? Really? Yeah. I'm just saying, that's what they say. You know what I mean? If somebody steps on your toes, then you got to let them know what's up. And that's violence. It's taught as children. As children, we teach our kids to stand up for themselves and put their hands on other children. We tell them not to take that shit. Realistically, some kid, usually how it starts is some other kid put their hand on our child. And we don't know how to tell them how to handle it. So we tell them to go handle the child. You handle the child, I'll handle the mother. Don't worry, I got the school too. It's usually how me and my kids fight. I got you, but what are we fighting here? And that's where I'm not sure. Did you just walk me into, are we going to, what's behind door number 1? Really? Just telling you. Who taught us this? Our parents. Don't blame them. They were taught to know better. And that's it. They didn't have their head in the churches or in the Bibles teaching them to be better people. It can be channeled to energize humanity with a can-do attitude towards creating the more loving and functional world. And that's what I'm always trying to do is you can do this and let's do something more positive. Really? Yeah. I mean, I'll laugh. I'm not against the negativity. I just think, God's telling us not to do that no more. I too have my battles. Remember, you came to this planet to learn and to help heal others. You agreed to take this journey because you can assist both the earth and humanity to evolve their frequency. It is possible, and you are helping to make it so. There are 3 truths that will help you embrace your journey on this planet. First, you carry the purity of your star ancestry in your heart. You can return through meditation or relaxation at any time. And that's it too. On a bright sunny day, I can tap right back into the nighttime sky. I just have to go through our atmosphere. And right there, I'm back in the stars. Really? Well, different ones because, the world is turning. So I'm facing some other stars. But that's where I connect with the stars even in the day. Because if I didn't connect with the stars in the day, then I'd miss half the sky. Do you know how the planet works? Day and night? Day and night. A lonely stoner tries to leave. All right. I don't remember who sings that song, but, go ahead and listen to it too. The loved ones, let's see. You often return to your starborn home during sleep. The loved ones from that place are very aware of your journey here and are helping every step of the way. And that's the Palladians that are sending star messages. There was a particular one last night. I think it was Regulus or one of them. I'm serious, dude. You have to be with me. You'll see it. I'm like, look, do you see that star? And it'll be blinking different colors. You can see it louder than the rest. You're like, why is it doing that? How come it's lit up in different colors? I don't know, bro. They're sending transmissions. I don't understand it. My eyes can only see it. If we be quiet, watch your thoughts while you're staring at this. And that's what nature does. Watch your thoughts. They're sending thoughts. They're sending feelings. You can't fully understand it. There are beings out there, bro, that if you have a conscious level of connection, which is beyond words, they're connecting with you. Really? Welcome home, Starseeds. All right, moving on. Secondly, you are so filled with love that you are capable of loving all on this planet. You have compassion for even those who are very wounded and fearful. At times, act out of ways of violence, cruelty, and ignorance. Now the human capacity for courage, compassion, and light is increasing. Your work as part of a team of light beings is already having an effect. Third, as a starseed being, you have special resources for your journey here on Earth. Every spiritual request and need will be met by a loving team of helpers. And that's it. Highly favored, sort of. More like they have to give me what I need to keep going. They need to give me what I need to keep going. Nothing more than I need, but I need the tools to keep going. Really? Mm-hmm. That's what that means. Your every spiritual request and need will be met by a loving team of helpers. You get to have a lot of fun in your healing mission if you so choose. And that's it too. Every day is an adventure. Realistic, you have to spend a day, at least a 24-hour day with me to understand how this works. Even I'd be hanging out with her and it's like, all right, I'm going to go do a reading now. Nothing made it happen. And then yet I come up here and become magical. To sit in the room to see it evolved and see it's not a show, it's not a production, it's just life. Really? Yeah. It doesn't, like last night, watching the cards evolve, it's like, all right, I'm seeing this story. I know I need this and I need this and I need this to deliver this message. It's all becoming, it materializes right here. Really? I don't do any of that stupid shit. Who has time for that? I'm just sitting staring at space and shit. Before I used to waste my time thinking about how am I going to get a job? How am I going to get a house? How am I going to get back on my feet? When I stopped worrying about those things came to me. You know what I mean? Really? And I find you very condescending, Wolfman. You literally pushed out the one thing you wanted. You had a Sagittarius full of love and the Queen of Cups energy that wanted to just pour it out on you. And you're like, you closed the door. And then you're in your video saying, I want one. I want one. You're very Lilith right now. Work through that. Is there another Sagittarius he wants other than me? I mean, come on now. You get to have a lot of fun in your healing mission if you choose. It doesn't only have to be hard work. Though, of course, sometimes it will be. Just remember that the stars shine with joy in the sky, and you can shine as a star with joy upon the earth. And that's what we do. It's hard work what we do, but we get to enjoy the fruits of the spirit. Really? The hard work is just the internal work. It's not like we're out busting our ass like the rest of these people. Fucking digging ditches, right? Fucking Bobby? You'll be up before dark in the morning, fucking digging a hole till fucking dark at night. Oh, dark 30. Realistically, I mean, fuck. I'm digging inside my soul. I'm not digging inside of the earth. You could dig all the way through. You're not going to find hell, but you're pretty much there. The only people suffering at the core of this planet is you digging that hole right now. Bobby, you should just call in sick tomorrow and have an adventure. Really, go spend your day with God. Not goddess, God. This is your nature. This is how you can be fulfilled, how you can best fulfill your life's mission. I mean, that's your choices. You can be like everyone else and work a 9 to 5 or fucking, 6 to 6, or like the guy downstairs. I was like, isn't there like a legal limit of how long you could be here? He's almost been here 24 hours. He said, no, at 20 hours, we have to get cut off. He has been here for 20 hours. I said, did you bring a pair of underwear and a toothbrush? Realistically, he's been here for 20 hours. How many meals have you eaten here? You haven't slept. You know what I mean? You haven't, I obviously brushed your teeth. You know what I mean? You just been sitting on your balls for 20 hours, walking around and rubbing your ball sweat in a pair of underwear for 20 hours. Do you guys realize that? I'm very funny about the body and what it does and how it smells. Really? It's funny things like that. But I mean, that's your choice. You could go be like everyone else, or you could go be free with God and let God show you, how to take care of yourself in much more pleasing ways than doing all that. I mean, it's cool. He makes good money and he has, but shit. What else are you going to do? You just spent 20 hours. How many hours do you have to sleep before you got to come back and do another 8 to 16 to 12 to 20 hour shift? When does it stop? Never. He's not going to retire. Those 20 hours he did today ain't going to change nothing on his schedule for the rest of the week. He'll take more hours, not less. And the lower he gets to 30. When you're always working over 30 hours, when you get to 30, you see it in your paycheck and now you think you're doing something wrong because now you've been trained. They've already got you as a trained monkey to give up 40 to 50 to 60 hours. Bobby does all of that. 6, 7. That's what Bobby does. For real? All that overtime. I don't even know what he makes hourly, but they'd work for the overtime. It's like those hours are not enough. I'm here scratching my head like a whole monkey. Like, what? Why are you doing all this? And nobody's happy? He says his kids are, but I know. And I said that to him. You're delusional, bro. If you're this delusional that you're happy, then I know you're lying to yourself about your kids being happy. There's no way, bro. There's no way the wife is happy. She has no time to get away from these kids. Oh, don't think she's not. Don't think she's not, bro. There's no way. There's no way. That's an imbalance. She has to have a life outside of the kids just as well as you do. But if you're gone all the time, she's got to be resentful of just sitting around raising your kids like that. Any woman would. They're being left at home with no love, no companionship, no friendship. When you don't let them out of the house, then they need that from you as the partner. You know what I mean? Otherwise, yeah, they're going to get these girls gone wild type friends that are living the best of their life. And little by little, they're going to end up hating their life because they don't get to. What is it? There's a huge bucket in the bathroom that I mixed them all in. Have fun. The first bag is all socks. The second one is all underwear. She's going to be so mad when she gets into that bucket. Really? You didn't sort them? Nah, bro. I don't care. None of us have fucking creepy. There's no thong underwear. Nothing creepy in there. Nobody has stains. It's like, just get your underwear, bro. Really? I mean, we're pretty open around here. Not borrowing underwear, but I mean, seriously. She's like, where's the underwear? There's an enormous box of everybody's underwear in the bathroom right now. Why'd you put them in the bathroom? That's where you need to change your underwear, right? Do you just walk around the house and take off your underwear in the living room, the kitchen, only in your bedroom? Bullshit. You took your underwear off in the bathroom, so you should put on new underwear in the bathroom. Logically speaking. Really? My brain works different from yours. It just makes more sense, doesn't it, though? Why should the towels be in a closet in a hallway when you need them in the bathroom? There's no fucking hooks. Then hang one. Go to the dollar store and put a sticky. It can hold it. Quit playing around. People are not logical. Really? Oh, smack my own head for you. Going back to these damn humanoids and then the evolved, versions. Okay, sorry. Go back. Your work, you need to work with them. It does not have to be hard work. Yeah, sometimes it is. This is your nature. This is how you can best fulfill your life's purpose. All I'm supposed to do here is spread God's love and light. Love it. All right, invocation. I'm going to pray for everyone. If you don't want it, then go somewhere. I call upon the star wisdom of our own spirits and ask that our love, light, power, presence, protection, and assistance shine forth for the highest good. May we shine divine beauty and joy in our life, shine divine beauty and joy in our lives now and always. May we feel a deep and true connection to our spirits, to the earth, and to the universe. Oh, I'm getting a craving. May love flow through us according to its own intelligence and healing wisdom to all beings upon earth through divine grace and our own free will. So be it. Really? Yeah. That's just activating your your star DNA, maybe your light body. I told you about that a couple weeks ago. I had seen that they took my light body. It was on a Sunday. They took my light body out, and I met up with my twin flames in the light body form while they were doing something to my human body. Really, some kind of crazy upgrades. We have many layers to our being. Really? Well, you're just flesh and bones, apparently. But that's just in your mind. Really? Wolfman, why am I being drawn back to you, dude? Why are you trying to draw me back in? Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, then apologize. That's what we were supposed to be doing this week. You didn't see the messages? Message in a bottle. You're drinking on the wrong bottle, bro. You need some breastfeeding. You're formulated. You're drinking that fucking Jesus juice, the wrong juice. There's something in your cup that's not supposed to be there. Did somebody put Coca-Cola in your bottle? Do you guys hear all these stupid fucking spiritual jokes? Some of these spiritual jokes are just stupid, dude. Like, you're such a spiritual dork. I know. Part of the fucking alien the Federation Light Force. The Galactic Federation. Really? I swear I got a book to prove it. And they'd be sending me messages in the fucking stars. Really? You guys should spend a week with me. Be like, what the fuck? At least a Saturday to a Sunday, that'll creep you out enough. A Thursday into a Friday, those are pretty. Ooh, a Sunday into a Monday. I'm very different between now and tomorrow morning. So are you. You got to go back to work. What do I got to do? Same thing. I got to sit with my fucking feelings. You got to sit with other people's. You get paid for it. I get a lot of, abundance from it too, but mine's generational. Yours sucks. How much they pay you to deal with these people? Life is funny. Keep lifing. Or, well, whatever. Tomorrow we have a change in the 10-day energy. Maybe you'll be inspired to change. That's all we do around here is inspire change upon mankind. Really, I am trying to. And that's where I just came out with this, I'm going to change the world. It's working. The book says, did you see it? It says it's working. Now I have proof, dude. I used to get really down on myself and it's like, it's not working. Nobody's getting any better but me. No, I can look at my twin flames and say that's not true. I can't see it fully, but it is happening. Realistically, yeah. He comes back a lot more often. He doesn't stay gone. He's starting to open up a little bit more. This is going to take forever. Really? I mean, baby steps. We're dealing with a child of God here that's very hurt and damaged. Am I talking about him or myself? That's where it happens. After you heal yourself, you have what it takes to heal others because you realize, after you deal with all your own shadows, you can recognize them in other people and what they're dealing with. You can't force them. You just kind of see, I know what you're going through. And that was, B. Bro, I know what you're going through, but if you don't want to go through this, I got to keep on keeping on. And that's it. If you want to stay here, and that's where you guys get, you stay stagnant in your healing. You don't want to face this. You don't want to overcome it. You don't want to take the action. You don't want to walk away. You don't want to. That's fine. I'm Lilith. I don't want to either. And I respect that. But at a time, you will have to surrender. And that's me evolving into the Persephone. At a time, you will. It's all pride and fear. Why didn't I want to give Wolfman a chance? Pride. Because he thought he was better than me. And I thought, you know what I mean? He's unworthy for that reason. And fear. If I give him this magic, what is he going to do with it? He can't harm me, but what is he going to do with it? He's going to go out there and try to say he's the most powerful magician in the world. And I'm going to have to take Anakin down. That was my fear. But realistically, I realized he can't. He doesn't know how to harness it. And even if I did, he's not going to Aleister Crowley because there's nothing out here that can stop what God's doing. Realistically, I mean, I'm looking at it as like you wanna set an Osiris me? You wanna do this? Or we're supposed to be the man and the woman witnesses in the end times. That's why I said he's probably the only fucking human being on this planet that believes it's even possible that I could be that person and that I will die and I will come back to life. That's a devotee. Like Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was the only one that believed Jesus would overcome death. I've been saying it since the beginning. This shit's gonna happen, bro. They're gonna kill me for this shit, and then I'm gonna come back bigger than life. I don't die until I'm 99 when I'm laughing. And go figure, I have a lot to laugh at by that time. Realistically, yeah. Even if you don't believe it, you see it to where it's like, all right, you can't believe this, but you believe everything else. And I make people believers, not because I'm so good at convincing you, but because there's nothing. How can you not believe in God when it's this obvious? You just didn't believe the things of your own eyes. You didn't believe what you were seeing, what you were feeling. And that goes back to sitting down with the archbishop. Can you tell me how God speaks to you? Because I want to show you how God speaks to me. I work with God the Father and God the Son, but I am a witch, so I specifically work with God the Holy Spirit, and He has brought me to you, and He wants you to witness the Holy Spirit. Do you have the ability to speak with God in the Holy Spirit? Have you ever seen God in the Holy Spirit? I teach many people how to witness God in the form of the Holy Spirit, the living God. That's a conversation I'm going to have with the Archbishop of Colorado, but we can take this to the Pope. Can you tell me? Can you show me? And that's the belief. Do I have to levitate in his room? Probably shouldn't, but if God so chooses to whip my fucking wings out and flap him at this motherfucker to make him know that God is real, then he will. I am here as nothing more as a testimony to show that God is real and his will. Really? That's it. It's not me. It's the big guy. I'm his little puppet. Fucking really though. Fucking strings, chords, fucking contracts. Gotta do it. And that's what I said. As a starseed, no, I don't have a choice. I was like, these guys, I work for all of God and his army whenever they calleth. Let me go back to this book. And I'm going to let you guys go on this. We'll do this teaching tonight. Really? Yeah. Because we haven't talked to the Palladians for a little bit. Again, how do you talk to them? They talk to us. They left us the information. Whatever they're trying to tell me is what they're always repeating messages. Really? Until you get the first message, you're not going to know what the fuck they're talking about. This book came during that to one of my upgrades. So in the back of this, in the glossary, the Order of the Melchizedek, we talked about him day before yesterday. Humans who studied and were initiated into Atlantis, what'd I tell you, and ancient Egypt into the mystery schools of spiritual initiation and ascension. So those of us that are part of the Order of the Melchizedek is because we've been that since past lives. We were just ordered into it in this life. Really? Yes, that's another book that I got when I got this book. In Atlantis, two sets of orders became known, the gray robes and the black robes. The gray robes were a specific group of priests and priestesses who specialized and focused on alchemy and divine magic. The black robes sprang from a group of alchemists and magicians who became misusers of special powers, or black magicians and sorcerers. The later group defined in this spiritual protocol and divine laws of the original order. Really? Mm-hmm. So that was it. We were all together. And that's how it always is. We're a family until they split up. Really? Mm-hmm. They didn't seek to help humanity. They went out to conquer humanity. And that's what I said about Wolfman. What's he going to do with this? Try to make himself a power over humanity, or use this to show humanity that God is real? That's all we're supposed to do. Not put ourselves above man. There's no more man-made gods. That stopped with Jesus. Nobody else can play God in the man form anymore. He promised that. Really? Well, and I'm goddess, so that's the end of that. All right, the Order of the Great White Light. The original name of the Great White Light Brotherhood is known today according to the Palladian Archangel spokesperson, Ra. What does that mean? The Archangel, the Palladian spokesperson, that means there's one angel, just like Gabriel is the messenger of God. They have one messenger that delivers messages from them to the humanoids. And his name is Ra. Really? Anyways, the sun god Ra is what I heard. All right, let's go back to this. That was the order. Oneness, neuropaths. No. I'm trying to teach you about known dimensions. The light. Really? Yeah, hold on. Soul Matrix, Palladian, Phantom. Pleiadian emissaries of light, the archangel tribes of light. That's not what I'm trying to show them. The sisterhood of the ray of the ascending Christ. This is what I'm part of. Mary Magdalene, all of them. Females who were enlightened and became Christ-conscious beings while still on earth in their bodies, now serving as guides and higher dimensional teachings for humans ready to become enlightened and initiated into the Christ consciousness. Okay? That's just part of it. But then we're also part of the seven, no, where was that? It's in alphabetical order. I just know what I'm looking for. I don't know what the name is. I can see the definition of it. Not Melchizedek. Who was Melchizedek? Six-dimension collective conscious that serves as a caretaker of the initiate realms and teachings of beings in the solar system. The specific and specifically Earth at this time. Priests and priestesses of the Order of Melchizedek were known to run mystery schools. And it repeats it. Jesus Christ studied with the members of the Order of Melchizedek prior to his initiation in the Egyptian pyramids during his late teens and early 20s. Again, he was, you know what I mean? That goes back to me, you know, when I was part of Egyptian. We had to go through all lores, all of it. Really? Mm-hmm. Higher self, grounding. There's one thing I'm looking for here. Elom. The group of light beings who are responsible for creation, also called the creator gods and goddesses. Really? Mm-hmm. There's something else. Maybe it's before the dimensions. Collective conscious, third dimensions, clairvoyance, clairsentience, chambers of light. No, we're getting closer. The Christ realm, Christ itself, Christ himself, right? The Christed realm, there's the Christed self, and then there's Christ, Jesus Christ. Really? Conscious layers, bro. He's his own energy, bro. Really? Yep. Okay, here we go. The brotherhood of the ray of the ascending Christ. Males who attained enlightenment and Christ consciousness while on earth in human bodies, now serving as guides of higher dimensional teachers to people on earth who are ready to be initiated into enlightenment and the Christ consciousness. That wasn't what I was looking for. Astral planes, ascending masters. I don't know. It was something about the Galactic fucking Federation of Light, I thought is what we were looking for. The Lyran Warriors. Nope. Great Brotherhood. Is it this one? Yeah, the Galactic Gateway. That's what I told you guys. I was like, you guys are taking the bridge, the Rainbow Bridge, but I was going through the Galactic Gateway. It's a location, generally a star or a sun, through which beings of the fifth dimensional conscious and above can pass in order to access points of far in time and space, but immediate accessible when entering the gateway. Travel through these portals is beyond time and space restriction. For example, number 1, with clear intent and focus, and higher dimensional beings can move through the galactic center and end up in any other place in any galaxy where other galactic gateways exist. Alsoni can be used as a gateway to the galactic center. Really? That's not what I was looking for, though. The galactic center, the centermost point of the galaxy, the axis around which the entire galaxy turns and orbits constantly. That's not what I was looking for, though. Must be in the beginning of the book. Really? Yeah, the Galactic Federation of Light is what I was looking for. Must be in the beginning of the book. Anyways, yeah, you're a Starseed. You work for them. You don't know it yet. You're not even initiated yet. You have to develop your skills, and that's what happened to me. When did it happen to me? I got initiated into that level of light on the full moon of Christmas in 2023. It was a full moon right at Christmas Eve, and it hit me. After that, New Year's was when I really remember having that moment where I was in the light and I thought I was going to have an epileptic seizure, that I was going to die. It was just too much light. It was just the whitest light. Really? Yeah, and that's where you become, and that's what I tried to explain about this alchemical transmutation. They're constantly filling you with light, so you can be a light being out there. So you can have a light spirit and people pick up on it. Really? You never even have to say anything. Just being in a crowd. You know, me with my headphones on and just sitting there minding my own business and I start giggling, it lights up the whole room. It changes their thoughts. The way that I dress real loud and funny. People notice how I dress. You know what I mean? I'm smiling, I wave, I sing, I dance, I do all kinds of goofy stuff. It sends out, it's just, I'm literally divine energy. You can't feel bad around me. Well, you will, it'll bring your shadows up, but it's only to make you feel better. And that's why people be wanting to hang out with me. You know what I mean? B doesn't get nothing. She's just sitting around me talking about her problems makes her feel really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some Jesus work. I'm tired of hearing about your problems, though, really. I want to go play now. And that's just it. It's like you're mad at me because I don't want to hear this no more. I can only take so much. And now you're mad? Well, I don't want to be your friend no more. Well, that was very childish of God, but okay. Was it God or you? As I said, your children are out here acting silly again. And that's all forgiveness. Why? Because I'm a child of God and I had to work through my own childish ways and I still act very childish. Why? Because we never really grow up. We never get old. The body does. We just get wiser. We stay youthful, young, vibrant, fun. Let me check the comments. I missed them for the last couple videos. Holy moly. There's a lot of them. All right. My name is let's see. It has been 2 years since my marriage. When will I have a baby? Babies aren't determined by time. I'm 43 and I'm like, Jesus, how old do I got to be? It's not that. It's timing. It's not that you have to accomplish so much. You have to have gone through so much experience. You need life experience to pass on to your child. Or your life experiences are held up in your womb or in his balls and are going to be passed on to your child. So it's either you need more life experience for this child or you need to clear off your life experiences for this child. Really? Mm-hmm. You're creating it starts inside of the womb, inside of your thoughts and your feelings. That child is grown by your thoughts and your feelings inside of you. Yeah, you feed it foods and stuff like that, but it's all created upon you. So it depends on where you are internally. And of course, God won't let you mix the wrong energy. You know what I mean? If you're, I got to be honest, you know what I mean? It's like you want to make a baby, but he wants to just fuck you. He's not in a place. He just wants to have dirty, nasty sex. He wants to get dirty with you. He's not in a loving place. So you don't want to make a baby of mixed energy like that. Really, you were in a loving place when you laid down with him, but he was in a kind of, a vulgar, lusty place, and that's okay too. Sometimes you're just in a lusty place. We're like, just eat me. you know, I'm being graphic, but this is where babies come from, and it's the energy that makes them. We're going into Valentine's Day, and this is where Scorpios and Sagittariuses are made of. Really? Mm-hmm. A lot of people have sex under this, and they make babies under this energy. But what kind of sex were they having when they created this ball of fire that they put in her belly? Really? Was it passion? Or was it desperation? Was it, a hit it and quit it? And, just going back to that, it's not determined by that. There's a lot of determining factors as to why God said that this is time for you to have a baby. I was the last to lose my virginity. Every girl had lost their virginity before me. I was 15 and then I ended up pregnant. Now, let's keep in mind, we never used contraceptives, so I could have been like my sister-in-law and had a baby every year. But he didn't have it in him. God didn't let us have babies like that. We weren't using condoms, but we had 2 babies and then that was it. We didn't start being, protective about this. There was lots of unprotected sex that did not make babies. Lots and lots of it. It's just, these are the ones that got through. And it wasn't like, it was a mistake. There's no such thing. Really? There's people that can tie their freaking, tie their tubes and still have a baby. Vasectomies don't work. God's life finds a way. But you can't force a life into your life. And you may saying, well, I'm at a place now where I just want to take care of a child. God is saying, you're not there yet. I want you to experience more life. That's what I mean. You might be needing some more life experience. Or he said, you've got, you got some work to do on yourself before you can be putting all your focus into a child. And that could be, again, your life experiences are holding you back. Really? That's just how it is. Moving on. Next question. Hi, can I ask a question? Yes, please do. Gimp in the box, that's the best. No, it's not really. I saw this version of him. I didn't mean to say that, but I had this download of him like that. Really? Yeah, they pull him out of a box. It's from a movie, Pulp Fiction. I really saw him like that. I really saw them pulling Lewis out of a box like that. Like he's just their toy. Really? It's not, it's funny, but it wasn't meant to be. It's really how I see it. They thought it was funny. I mean, I wasn't trying to make fun of him. The universe was. Tell me about my future. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your future has in store. Somebody took back some of their comments. Well, yeah, I try to answer the comments. I apologize. The last two readings you saw, one of them I was going on till 1 o'clock in the morning and the kids wanted to go to sleep. And then this morning the kids were trying to push me off. So I'm like, all right, I got to go. I can't answer questions. I usually try to at the end. So you're welcome to drop a comment and then come back later to see what I have to say, but make it specific. And, because what the fuck is, I don't know who you are and what you're asking me about your future. Your future is bright. Cloudy days? What do you want me to tell you? Like collectively, what is the future of mankind? Because that's what I'm going to put you. You're not set apart from mankind, and neither am I. And we all have the same future. We're all going towards the same direction, just on our own little ways. Really? Don't get caught up that somebody found the way. Jesus is the way. Not the answer anybody outside of Christianity usually wants to hear. You don't have to be a Christian to get this, bro. I just told it to you from the aliens. The aliens get this shit. That's what sets us apart. That's what makes me an alien. I believe in Christ. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're going to probably bring some more Palladian starship bullshit. Starship bullshit. As I said that, Melchizedek, I brought his book. He's part of the ascension path. He starts it. Well, he's not. You need Metatron. You need them all to get you on the path to righteousness. You need all of their understandings. Really? And that's how people like Dante and like, all of these great philosophers, they went out and they found the philosophies that people live by, and they put it together to make it a code of, of conduct. Really? All the magic that Aleister Crowley tapped into, he went around and he studied people's religious beliefs and how they tapped into their gods, and he formulated it into, a one way. And it's not true, because you can take Jason Brown, who's a high level practitioner. He uses, just like me, we use all forms of God. We just know which is appropriate. I'm not going to call on Jesus if I'm over there being vengeful. That's not the right energy. This is going to fuck up my fucking vibe. Realistically. Well, if I'm trying to be, you know what I mean? If I'm trying to fight wars and battles, I'm not calling Jesus. He's all about compassion, understanding, and stopping the wars and battles. So that's not necessarily the energy I want right now, Jesus. You're not very helpful right now. We need to pull on, some of our darker energies. We need some Aries energy going on right here. God of war, not God of compassion right now. It's all God. Everything is created of God, and everything of God is good. So where's the evil? There's no evil. It's just suffering, some hardships, and some bad feelings. Everything we go through can leave you with a bad feeling, a bad taste in your mouth, but that too shall pass if you don't linger in it. I hear the Cranberries. It's that linger song. Why you have to let it linger? Why am I stuck in the 90s, bro? Because I was born in the 80s. Gosh, stuck in all kinds of weird timelines right now with you guys. Really, it's been a time-testing day. Timetables. Sorry, these stupid spiritual jokes. They're real stupid. Only a spiritual geek like myself and others would get them. They're like, oh, that was a real knee slapper, God. The rest of the crowd is like, I don't get it. I know, you're not supposed to. They're stupid. But they got the gimp in the box joke. That's what I mean. I got to dumb this down. We got to go very low vibrational for you guys to get these jokes. You don't get these high vibrational jokes. Hey, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, haters. Don't be a hater.